All right, let's see here. Sky's back. How you doing, Sky?
Hello.
I want your good reason for why Islam is
Uh,
why Islam is true, or why should anybody accept Islam?
so you just want that.
Yes.
So this is I kind of like a personal reason and not really an objective one, but it's
Yeah, I
still
want something
valid in my
objective.
opinion.
I want
So
something objective.
objective. I mean, this is objective. I mean, you have to listen to it to understand it. So basically, when I was like really young, I've looked at a lot of religions before Islam. The thing is, when I looked on those religions, they were really complicated with different doctrines. But what I found in Islam was it was one concrete answer of one God being all powerful and not a triune God or other systems. That's what I can
Got
safely
it.
say.
So you're saying because Allah has a simpler concept of God, therefore it's true above the other concepts of God?
Yeah, the reason for that is even a 5-year-old can understand it.
Really?
I mean, yeah, God is one, and that's your God.
He's one what?
What do you mean?
When you say God is one what?
One, well, God is one person.
One person? Does the Quran say
That's
that?
what I would say.
Does the Quran say that?
Yes, it does. It's on every word say your God is one.
Yeah, show me where it says he's one person. Because you said when you say he's one person. Let me see one person. So remember, this is supposed to be simple. Even a child can get this, right? So it should be right there.
So do not argue with the people of the book unless gracefully, except with those of them who act wrongfully, and say, we believe in what has been revealed to us and what has been revealed to you, or God, and your God is only one, and him
Only one what?
we civilly submit.
Only one what? Your
One
God
God.
is only one. Like, for example, if I were to say, Sky, you're only one. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that you're only one?
I'm one person. That's what I would.
But how do you know that I'm talking about person? How do you know I'm not just talking about humans? Or how do you know I'm not just talking about Muslim that's on my panel right now?
I would understand that because you just said you're one.
No, you wouldn't. You cannot conclude that I'm talking about one person.
How does that make sense?
Because there's other things that you're one of, right? Like you could be one Muslim that's here on my panel. You could be one human being that I'm talking to. You could be, you know what I'm saying? So when I say Sky, you're one, that's not one what? You get what I'm saying? So when it says that Allah is one what? You say one person.
Also,
Quran doesn't say that.
The verse I quoted is Al-Ankabut 46, and it says, your God is only one. Which
one
means
what?
It is one only.
Nice.
One and only.
Only one what?
God.
It doesn't say that.
How so?
It just says only one. It doesn't tell you one what. So let's go with this. So if he's one God, that doesn't negate that he's multiple persons within one God, right?
I mean, multiple persons cannot be in one person. I
agree that multiple persons cannot be in one person. That would be a contradiction. But multiple persons can be in one God, the one being. So how do you know when it says when you're taking it to mean one God, that it's only one person?
Because the verse says it, or God your God is only one.
I'll ask it again. Sky, and I need you to follow along if this is going to last. Can you follow?
Yeah.
You listening?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Here we go. One what?
Hold up. I found the verse that says it's only God, but not like the person. Hold up.
That's good. So one God, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So being one God doesn't negate that he's one God who is multi-personal, right?
Oh, could you repeat that? My bad.
Being one God doesn't negate being multi-personal, right?
Multi-personal as in what? I mean,
meaning
multiple people,
multiple persons, multiple persons having the same divine nature as the one God.
Are you talking about them having the same nature?
Hey, Sky, you're not ready for this, brother. I'm sorry, and so I don't think that this will be. It wouldn't be fair for me to continue this conversation. You're not ready to have this conversation, bro. So I'm gonna politely move on to the next person. Okay.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. What should I wait on? Are you about to enlighten me somehow? Are you about to, grow in knowledge in the span of 2 seconds right now and wisdom?
I actually, this was something that just came up to my mind. Also, the wife beating words that
Remember,
Yusuf quoted. I can just
this is supposed to be
say
so
the
simple.
substitution.
This is supposed to be so simple, but yet you cannot explain to me the concept of your God. But it's so simple. A 5-year-old can
My
get it,
concept of my God is he is only one.
All right. Thank you. Take care. The man, the myth, the legend. How you doing?
Good. What about you?
Pretty good. You're Muslim?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So you're asking, why should you accept Islam, right?
Yes.
Because it is the only monotheistic religion that gives a logically rational description of one God.
A logically rational description of one God. Okay.
It's the only monotheistic religion that gives a logically rational description of God, of one God.
Okay. Is Allah spiritual? Is he a spirit or is he physical?
What exactly do you mean?
I'm asking, what is Allah basically? Is he a spirit? Is he a physical being?
He's God. That's all he is.
I hear that claim, but what is he though? Like, what is his nature?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We say there is nothing like unto God. We don't say God is a spirit. We don't say that he's physical. We say that God is God.
So he's nothing
else is like God. No, he's something. He's God.
Is he immaterial or material?
Well, like I said, we don't say that.
If he's not immaterial, brother, if he's not immaterial or material, then he's nothing. He doesn't exist. It has to be one or the other. So already with these basic questions, you don't have a coherent concept of the one God. You're saying that you're basically telling me he doesn't exist.
No, he exists, just not in
as what
basic categories.
He exists as what?
As God.
Is he material? Does he have a material existence or an immaterial existence?
No, he does not have a material existence.
So he has an immaterial existence.
I don't know if I would just say that he doesn't have a material existence.
Which would mean that he has an immaterial existence, right?
I guess you could put it that way.
Okay. Are there other things in creation that have immaterial existence?
No, not entirely.
Do angels have a material existence or an immaterial existence?
They're material. You can see them.
You can see them?
Yeah.
What about when you can't see them?
What do you mean?
You could see angels right now?
No, but if an angel were to come and reveal himself to me, I would see him.
Can an angel be in the room with you right now and be invisible?
If God permits it, but that wouldn't change his form.
So you're saying that angels naturally have a visible form?
Yes.
Do they have a form like a man, or what's their form like? Are they able to come in different forms?
We don't know. This is not stuff that's revealed to us. We know that when the angel appeared to the prophet, it's clear that many people attested to the fact that they saw the angel appear to the prophet. So it's clear that when angels appear to prophets, they appear in visible form. Now, all the other questions you're asking, what forms they appear in, all this stuff, it's not revealed to us. At least not from my knowledge. Okay.
What about Allah? What form does he appear in?
We don't know. We can't see Allah.
Does he have hands?
He's described as having hands.
Does he have a shin?
Yes.
Does he have a face and eyes?
I'm not sure on that one.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
So he has hands, he has a shin, he has face, and he has eyes. And he's unlike anything in his creation?
Because we don't say that our hands are like Allah's hands. We don't say that our shins are like Allah's shins.
But he has hands nonetheless, right? He has hands like us nonetheless.
They are not like any hands that any of creation has.
No worries. But like his creation, he has hands, right?
No. His hands are not alike to the hands of
I didn't say that.
Creation.
My brother.
No, you asked me if he has hands like his creation. Do you know
let me clarify. Let me clarify, okay? Creation has hands, right? There are things in creation that has hands. And Allah has hands, right?
Proper grammar. Have hands. Proper grammar. But yes.
All right, thank you. So there are things that are in creation that have hands. And then Allah also has hands, right? So therefore, there is a similarity with Allah and creation in that both possess hands, correct?
No, because like I said, the hands of creation are not like the hands of Allah. So they don't have a similarity. It's just
are the hands of a koala bear like the hands of a human?
Yes, you have. They are. You have vertebrae within your hand.
What about a clock?
In fact,
I got you. What about a clock? Are the hands of a clock?
Doesn't have hands.
Really?
They're not actual hands. So that's metaphorical.
What are they called?
They're called hands, but they're not actual hands. It's metaphorical. That's not even.
Well, they are actual hands. They're just the hands of a clock.
No, that's metaphorical, dude. It's
so
not the same.
a koala bear's hands, and the exact same as a human's hands.
No, but they are alike.
In what manner?
In the bone structure and things of that nature.
But they're not exactly alike.
No, but they are.
So a koala bear has different hands than a human does.
In some aspects, yes.
And Allah has different hands than a human does.
In all aspects, yes.
In all aspects?
In all aspects.
Then it's not a hand, then, is it?
No, it is a hand. It's just a hand that is not akin to ours. It's not hard.
So then that means, so Allah has a hand, I have a hand, so me and Allah are alike in that we both have a hand, correct?
No, because nothing with your hand compares to his hand. It's not hard to understand.
You started off telling me that Islam has the most logical and coherent concept of the one God. And right now, you sound retarded.
Well, first off, what I meant by concept is that we say one God. You say one God and three persons, which is incredible.
You say one God and one person.
Yeah, that's completely logical.
It's completely logical to say one God and three persons.
No, it's not.
It's completely logical to say one God and three persons. When you talk about the concept of your one God, when you talk about the concept of your one God, it's not simply just that he's one God, but it's what the concept of that one God is. Like he has hands and a shin, face and eyes, ears, all of these body parts, but that you say are not hands and shin and feet. Or like it's stupid. It's so incoherent. Either we are alike. Either he has hands, and so therefore we are alike in that we have hands, or we're not alike at all, so he doesn't have hands at all. Then
that's not how that works. And yes, the Trinity is illogical because it breaks the law of identity.
What's the law of identity?
That A is A. That A cannot not be A.
What law? For example, the Titanic. Right? You familiar with the Titanic?
Yes.
Okay. The Titanic, when it was built and finished, it was fresh and beautiful, big. It looked unbreakable, right? No scratches, no scars, no dents, right?
Not entirely true, but yeah.
When it left the island and crashed into the iceberg and broke and sunk, it now had new scratches and dents and holes, right? Is it the same identical Titanic ship that left the island?
Yes.
But wait a second. It has new scratches and it's broken and it's not in the same shape that it left in.
It doesn't matter. It's still the same ship.
Got it. So it doesn't have to be absolutely identical in every way for it to be identical, right? It can be relatively identical, correct?
To itself, yes, and only to itself.
Nice. So saying that God is three persons does not break the law of identity, because the persons are identical in their essence while they are distinct in their personhood. That is called relative identity. So they're identical in one way while they're distinct in another.
Did you hear my answer? I said yes to your question.
How does this solve your incoherency with Allah having hands but not having hands, or not being like his creation? Okay. But he has hands just like me, legs just like me, and eyes just like me.
Can I please answer? So first, you didn't understand the answer that I gave you. I said, yes, there can be, they can have some similarities if it's in the same thing. Meaning the Titanic is identical to the Titanic if it's still the Titanic.
I don't want you
to hurt yourself. If an apple here is different from an apple there, it doesn't mean it's one apple. Simple as that.
Do me this favor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Simple as that.
Do me this favor, man. Watch your head on the way out. Don't hit it. Don't hit your head on the way out. Sorry about that. I just wanted to warn you first. Watch your head on the way out. Even though if you bumped it, it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't do damage. Ain't nothing in there to damage. But still, just, as a requirement for the live stream, I'm required to give you the warning to watch your head, even though there ain't nothing in there.